Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheat Code Jiu-Jitsu. Jeff here again. We've got a fun transition for you today. It's called the powder keg. It's another one of our transitions from the dogfight position. This is going to not be a sweep. It's going to lead into hopefully a submission if you do this correctly. There are a few different submissions that you can catch from going into this, but the primary one is it's a triangle setup is what it is. So get you from half guard up into dogfight, and then we transition from dogfight into a triangle choke position. We're not going to go over all of the intricate details for finishing the triangle choke today. We'll talk about some basics of that because I do, when we're done with our half guard series, I will have a deep dive on the triangle as a control position coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. But today, powder keg transition will get you out of dogfight into triangle so you can go directly into a finish, so stay tuned. So we're going to assume that we've gotten ourselves up to dogfight from lockdown, and I've commented a few different times on placement of your underhook. Sometimes we like to go really low. For the powder keg, I really want to be up high. So I'm going to go up high and I'm going to clamp my hand down here on top of Demir's trap. This takes a lot of the pressure off of his whizzer, kind of jacks him up really high. And now for my triangle transition, what I'm going to do from here, it's hard to do this slow, so it's going to look a little bit janky when I try to set this up. But I want a good tight grip here on the trap. I'm going to post hard with my free hand, and then this leg is going to come out and it's going to go up his back. When this leg goes up his back, the best place for me to have it is high. So the higher up I can get it, the better off it's going to be. In fact, if I can actually get this foot all the way up on top of his shoulder, that's where I would really prefer to have it. You can do this from low if you can, but the transition into a triangle choke is going to be easier the higher you can get your leg up his back. So we start here. He's got the overhook, whizzer. I clamp on the trap, I post, and I come up here. Now from here, I'm going to be balancing all of my body weight on this hand that's on the mat and this foot that is on his back. And as you see, I can just sort of slide that through at this point. This comes around his head. I'm going to grab my foot and drop down into a triangle. Now, at this point, because I have the underhook, it kind of naturally pulls Demir's arm forward, which is what I need for a triangle. So this is usually a fairly easy transition into clamp the head, rebite, grip, take my triangle choke, and then do what needs to be done to get that finished. That's not always going to go quite that smoothly when you've got a resisting opponent on you, but the mechanics of the transition are pretty simple, and they just take a while to master. So, high underhook, grip the trap, post, come up the back. Now once I take my weight off of my bottom knee, this just sort of makes me pivot like that. I wasn't really even controlling that movement, that just naturally happens. So when you catch it fast, you pivot through, that goes up to the head, you grab it, and then slide through. Now maybe I don't catch a perfect triangle and I'm broken, so I'm at my feet. No problem, that's when I just clamp together and then start working my legs up until I get into my triangle position. Maybe I don't catch it as a perfect triangle. If you guys know the TP, that may be an optional finish as well. Reverse triangle, inverted triangle. There's a few different transitions that I can make there, but the powder keg is really just about getting to that triangle control position and then finishing from there. This one looks really fancy, and it is when you do it from the back, but it's a good one to understand how to do because like a lot of the moves that I've shown, this works from this position, but it also works from a number of other positions. If you like doing a hip bump sweep, there's actually a way that you can make a very similar transition from a failed hip bump to getting into a triangle just like that. So if I was in guard and I came up here, I smacked him here and I'm trying to hip bump him, he posts his hand, same thing, you see I'm already on a post out here. That foot comes up, that one swings through, and then I go into my triangle, slide that across, tighten it up, finish the triangle choke. It's essentially, mechanically, the exact same transition. So we get to work that from one position, rep it out, understand how to make that movement happen, and then you can apply that in a couple of different positions. So let me show that one more time. We're gonna go all the way from lockdown. So I get into my lockdown position, I get my double underhooks, I'm gonna whip up, get to my side, drop this leg down, pick up, exit, come up, and I've got my high underhook in this position. Post, break this foot out, jump up high. The higher I can get it, the better. Now from here, I'm just gonna shoot through, grab my triangle, clamp, lock my triangle up, both hands to the head, finish your triangle choke. If you come up against somebody who does not know the powder keg and they don't realize that that's there, they're never going to see it coming, because most people are not going to expect that you're going to be able to hit a triangle choke from a side-by-side type position. It's very unusual to see that. So very good for catching people off guard. Excellent transition, and leads directly to probably the most powerful finishing position in all of Jiu-Jitsu. So definitely one you want to add into your game. If you like the video, again, always make sure you hit that like button. Really helps us out a lot, helps YouTube show our videos to the most number of people possible. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you get a new notification. Every time we upload a new video, we upload 2 times a week, Monday and Thursday. Pretty much every single week, except sometimes on holidays. But otherwise, we got lots more stuff for you. Still more half guard stuff coming. We got a lot of material to work with here. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.